Chanel and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to do a much requested video, which is what I ate in a day. On my Instagram I asked today, in fact, what people wanted to see more of, and one of the things that people mentioned is that I had said I was going to do more vegan content and then I hadn't put any like vegan meal ideas or recipes out, and people asked me for that. So here I am today with what I ate. It is the end of the day, so I have already eaten it. Actually, I'm waiting for dinner to cook, but we're almost at the end of the day. So I have showed you my breakfast, my lunch, my snack, and I'll be showing you my dinner. And hopefully you guys get some ideas. I do tend to throw things together. I don't follow recipes very much, and I am very much a, you know, guesstimate the amounts based on my knowledge of flavors and things. So there aren't specific recipes, but I encourage you to be adventurous like me, and trial and error is how we learn. So hopefully you like the meals, hopefully it gives you some ideas, and I guess we'll get into it. So I like to start my day almost always with a piece of toast and a cup of coffee. I usually have almond milk in my coffee, but today I'm having oat milk because that's what was at the supermarket. And I'm having my toast with mayonnaise, veganese to be exact, tomato and red onion with a squeeze of lemon and some salt and pepper. I love this. I really like savory breakfasts. I'm not really into oatmeal and stuff, so this is generally how I start my day, with 1 or 2 pieces of toast depending on how hungry I am, and 1 to 2 coffees depending on how lacking in energy I am. I also take a vegan multivitamin every day, and if I feel like I need it, I'll take vitamin D and B12 as well. I know a lot of people don't mention this, but I feel like it is super important to mention what vitamins you take as a vegan, because we have to supplement some things. It's just the reality of the plant-based diet. Getting into lunch, I decided to make Val and I some roasted sweet potatoes, so there they go in the oven. Then I wanted to make an Italian-inspired dish that I had in Naples with the lovely Sarah Cosay. It was a type of green which escapes me now, but a green that you can get in Italy, with garlic and pine nuts and currants and olives. But I improvised a bit with what I had in the kitchen, so I've got green olives, rainbow chard, which I got in the odd box this week in my odd box delivery, currants, and I believe I'm going to put walnuts in it. Just chucking a little bit of olive oil in the pan, not afraid of oil here. Some white onion, just allowing them to become translucent, and I'm adding the currants to the pan now just so that they get all juicy and a little bit toasted. Then I chucked in some walnuts, which I just crushed with my hand to make them a bit more bite-size friendly, and just let these roast a little bit so that the walnuts became a bit toasted and tasty. So once the onions had browned, I added the chopped green olives, gave them a little bit of a stir, but I'm not too worried about cooking them. They're just adding flavor. Added the rainbow chard. It's far too big for this pan, but it will cook down. I added a little bit of salt just to make sure that the juices came out and they cooked down easily, just to speed up the process. And I forgot to put garlic in, so I just chucked a little bit of oil in the middle of the pan and fried it quickly at the end there. And here's the tasty dish. It smells so good at this point. You can like see the smell coming off of it in steam. Little tip, if you want to know when your sweet potato is done, it is done when little caramelized juices come out of it. I decided to top my potato with some soy yogurt. It's a little bit of added protein as well, because the only other protein in this meal is from the walnuts. And I put hot sauce on top because hot sauce goes on everything. So that's the finished dish, guys. I believe I put a little bit of nooch on the top of it, but I can tell you it tasted mighty fine, and it was indeed Val approved, even though he didn't want to be on camera. For my afternoon snack, I had a coffee, another one. It's terrible, but I felt like I really needed it today. And I had a plum, which was another piece of produce that came in our oddbox delivery this week, and they were mighty tasty. For dinner, I was going to make a little Moroccan soup, so I pre-chopped up some red onion, some yellow capsicum, which came in the odd box as well, some white carrot, which I'd never tried before, and some fresh garlic. Popped a little oil in the pan. Again, I love olive oil. Then I just chucked all of the chopped veggies in together just to speed up the process. Usually I would put it in gradually, but I was in a hurry tonight and I couldn't be bothered waiting for individual things to cook. But usually I would start with onion, then add the veggies, and then put the garlic in. But, you know, I didn't. chuck in some salt just to help the water come out a bit quicker. And here I have a little combination of spices: cumin, coriander, paprika, ground ginger, turmeric, and 5-spice because I didn't have anything that had clove and cardamom in it. Then I chucked in some mixed herbs to add a little bit of extra flavor, some lemon rind. Stir that all together and allow the spices to cook. Coming from an Indian background, I just think all spices need to be tempered. You can't get the flavor out of them and they don't taste good unless you temper them. So I added a little bit of water and I'm letting it simmer now while I tidy my kitchen because I hate cooking in a dirty kitchen. Then I chucked in some chickpeas, let them marinate a little bit in the spices. Some chopped Italian tomatoes. Gotta say, Italian tomatoes taste so much better than any other tomatoes, so I do try to buy Italian tomatoes even if I buy them tinned. Then I just rinsed out the can with about a can full of water and added some more salt. And I didn't have any veggie stock, so I used a little bit of nutritional yeast, around about a tablespoon. It's a generous tablespoon right there. Of course, I needed some black pepper. I didn't add any spice to this because Val doesn't like spice, but I made it very spicy with pepper. And a bit of tomato paste just to add some saltiness because, again, I didn't have any veggie stock. Then upon tasting it, I decided it needed some fruitiness to it, so I added some tamarind paste. And then I decided, because there was lemon rind and tamarind in there, that it needed to be balanced out with some sugar, so I just put a little bit of brown sugar in. I would usually use maple syrup, but I didn't have any, so that's it, guys. I topped it with some soy yogurt, and that is some mixed pickle. And then sat down next to my man, who still didn't want to be on camera, and ate my dinner. So guys, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments if you found it helpful and if you'd like to see more videos like this. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that little notification bell so you know when my videos come out. Follow me on my Instagram. Come and join us in the Vintage Tips and Tricks Facebook group. We would love to have you, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!